أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. Welcome everybody to today's lesson. Jazakumullah for all that have arrived early and on time. We will start today's lesson with our opening dua. If we could have our support teacher, could you please call the first student?
And G794, unmute their mic.
Assalamu alaikum. Jazakumullah. G794.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam. How are you today?
I'm good, alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah. Excellent. Are you ready for the daily dua?
Yes.
Excellent. So I'll recite and then you can recite after me. A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim.
A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim.
Very good, Shadda there. Well done. And the translation?
I seek refuge with Allah from Satan the rejected.
Excellent. Good. Moving down. Here we go. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. In the name of Allah, the gracious, the merciful.
Well done. And today is Thursday. Excuse me. So we'll have our Thursday prayer. Allahumma inni as'aluka ilman nafi'a.
Allahumma inni as'aluka ilman nafi'a.
And the translation?
Oh Allah, I ask you for beneficial knowledge.
Beneficial knowledge. Well done. Jazakumullah. G794. Thank you for your help.
Allah Hafiz.
Allah Hafiz. Okay, so I just would like to apologize in advance. I have a slightly sore throat today, a little bit of a cough. So I hope everybody can hear me okay, and just bear with me. I'll try, inshallah, to make sure that the class goes smoothly. Excuse me. So we're obviously coming up to the end of our course now. So I'm sure that all of you, mashallah, know all the etiquettes, but please do make sure that you have your correct ID so that you can be called to the mic if chosen. So in today's lesson, we will be continuing with our miscellaneous rules. So it's again lesson 22 today, miscellaneous rules of Alif Zaida. Lesson, the Quran, if you have the hard copy, lesson number 22, page 90. Your practice text for today, again, lesson number 22, and today it's exercise 22.3. 22.3. And for the Holy Quran, we'll be reading Surah Al-Kawthar, inshallah. So if you go onto the Google Drive, then you know that it is lesson number 22, and today's lesson is the exercise is 22.3. Okay, so you have been looking at Alif Zaida this week. If we just have a quick reminder, what is Alif Zaida? Excuse me. Alif Zaida is a blank alif after a maftu letter, either in between or at the end of a word. It must not be pronounced. They are called Alif Zaida, excessive alif. They are usually marked with a cross or a sukoon. These words, Alif Zaida, are also written in the margin to indicate this rule. So if you are reading the Holy Quran, in the margin, there will be a little tiny little bit of writing which will say Alif Zaida in Arabic to indicate that there is a blank, there is an alif in the word, in one of the words in the line, which you will not pronounce. Okay, so you have already looked at exercise 21.1, which is where there is an Alif Zaida at the end of the word in writing. If you are in continuation in your reading, you will not pronounce it. And if you're in pausing, you will put sukoon on the last letter that comes there. Okay, you will not pronounce the alif, right? So that's at the end of the word. Also, It can be in between a word. And again, in the writing, you will see it, but when reading or when pausing, you will not pronounce the alif, the alif zaida there. Okay, so in today's lesson, like I said, it's exercise 22.3. We have a slightly different rule. Okay, so it says some words contain a blank alif. It is pronounced whilst making a pause. Remember, waqf. So if you are making a pause, you will pronounce the alif, but not in continuation, wasl. Okay, so this is a slightly different rule. Sometimes, in some cases within the Quran, and it has the references here as well, which we'll go through, you will see the alif zaida in the writing. If you are reading and you are continuously reading and you don't need to take a breath or make a pause, you will not pronounce the alif zaida. However, if after the word that you are reading, you need to take a breath and make a pause, you would pronounce the alif zaida. So it's a slightly different rule from the previous two rules you've looked at. Okay, so as you can see, there are several examples here that we're going to go through in class, and we'll practice all of them so that we have a good idea of where these come when reciting the Holy Quran. Okay, so if we could have our next student on the mic, please. Excuse me.
Can I request G717 to unmute their mic?
Assalamu alaikum, G717.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam. How are you today?
Good, alhamdulillah. How are you?
Excellent, alhamdulillah. Alhamdulillah. Are you ready to begin reciting?
Yes.
Excellent. So if we start with Tawuf and Tasmiyah.
A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Bismillahir rahmanir rahim.
Excellent, good. So as you can see in this example in the first line, in the first column here, we have an alif, a blank alif, which has been highlighted in red. Okay, so that's to show us that this is an alif zaida. And when you will look at the Quran Majid, you will see the word written as it is here. Okay, so we're going to recite it the way it would be written, and then we are going to recite it how it would actually be read if you're reading the Quran in continuation, and then how it would be read if you were going to make a pause after that word. Okay, so the first example is from chapter 18 of the Holy Quran, verse 39. So this is lovely for parents. If you are here, you can, parents or elders, whoever is sitting with you, they can actually show you these references and take you through the Holy Quran and show you where each of these examples would occur. So it's really nice, and it will help you to remember where these are in the Quran as well. So over here, let's go for the first one. So we have lakinna.
Lakinna.
Good. Why are we elongating this for 2 seconds, just as a word?
Because it have a shutter on the top.
So the noon has a shadda, well done. So you hold that for 2 seconds, noon guna. And then usually if there's a blank alif after a letter with a fatha, we elongate it because it's a letter of mad. Okay, so we elongate for 2 seconds. However, in this example here, if we were reading the Holy Quran, we would recite it like this. Lakinna.
Lakinna.
Very good, well done. However, if you are going to make a pause and you stop after reciting this word, you will recite it lakinna.
Lakinna.
Good, well done. So here we have a lam with ishbaya. We have vertical fatha there, so we recite that lam for 2 seconds as well. La.
La.
Lakinna.
Lakinna.
Beautiful, well done, excellent. So let's go on to number 2, our second example. This is in chapter 33 of the Holy Quran, verse number 11. Okay, chapter 33, verse number 11. So here it says, Azununa.
Azununa.
Very good. So if you were just reading it as a word, that's how you would pronounce because of the elongated alif at the end, the alif mad. Okay, but if you're reading it while you're reciting the Holy Quran, you will not pronounce this blank alif here. So you will say Azununa.
Azununa.
Very good. Why did we elongate these two letters here?
Because there's a wow have a sukoon.
Excellent. Very, very good. Well done. It's a waw mad. There's a waw with a sukoon, and the letter before it has a dhamma. Brilliant. Well done. Now, if we are going to make a pause here, we're going to take a breath after we recite this word. We will say, Azununa.
Azununa.
Very good. Excellent. Well done. Let's move on to the next one. Now, the next one, again, it's still in chapter 33. This time, verse number 67. Okay. And if we look at the next one as well at the same time, you can see this is also chapter 33, and next time it's verse 68. Okay. So these are two verses which are right next to each other. Okay, right next to each other. So let's have a read of these. So if you saw it in the Holy Quran, it would be written with this alif, blank alif here at the end of the word. Okay, if we are going to recite it in recitation, in continuation, and we're not going to stop at the end of this word, we will say Ar-Rasula.
Ar-Rasula.
Beautiful, well done. If, however, we are going to stop, we're going to make a waqf and make a pause and take a breath. We would say Ar-Rasula.
Ar-Rasula.
Beautiful recitation, G717. Jazakumullah, thank you so much for your help. Allah Hafiz.
Allah Hafiz.
Jazakumullah. Can we have another student, please? Discipline in charge.
What it go?
Can I request G825 to unmute their mic?
Assalamu alaikum, G825.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam. How are you?
Good, how are you?
Alhamdulillah. Jazakumullah for asking. So are you understanding everything okay?
Yeah.
Okay, so can you tell me what rule we are covering today? Do you remember?
Blank alif.
Well done, good. Blank alif. We call that alif zaida. Okay. In the examples we are looking at today, okay, remember you will see a blank alif in the writing. You will not recite that blank alif if you are continuously reading a word and you will say another word next to it and after it. But if you are going to make a pause at the end of the word and you're going to take a breath, then you will recite the blank alif as well. Okay, so that's the rule that we're looking at today. We're looking at blank alif, how to recite it if we're going to make a pause, in what references there are in the Holy Quran which follow this rule, and how we would recite it if we are going to recite continuously without making a pause. Okay, so that's the rule we're looking at. So if we look at number 4, with the previous student, we looked at number 3, which was chapter number 33, verse 67. So this is the same chapter number 33 again, and this time it's verse 68. Okay, so if we see this word in writing, it will have a blank alif at the end of it. But how do we know how to pronounce it? We will pronounce it without this alif. So we would pronounce this word. If we start with tawuz and tasmiyah, and then we'll begin the recitation.
Okay. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم.
Beautiful, mashallah, well done. Okay, so number 4, this example here, we would say as-sabila.
Sabila.
Beautiful, once more.
Sabila.
Excellent, well done. If we are now going to say it and we're going to make a pause at the end of this word, we would say as-sabila.
As-sabila.
Beautiful, well done, excellent. Okay, let's go on to the next one. We are now going on to, in the Quran, it will be chapter 76, verse number 5. Okay, now in this one, as you can see, it is written with a blank alif at the end. So you have Sin, Lam, blank alif, Sin, Lam, blank alif. That's how the word would be written. If, however, you are continuously reading in recitation, you are reading this word in the middle of other words and there'll be other words after this word, the way you would pronounce this is salasila.
Salasila.
Beautiful, well done. Once more.
Salasila.
Excellent, well done. Now, in this case, there are 2 ways in which you can make a pause on this word. Okay, there are 2 different ways you can make a pause on this word, both of them being correct recitation, right? You can either make a pause by changing this fatha on the lam into a sukoon, and you would then say salasil.
Salasil.
Very good, excellent. The other option in this word is to pronounce the blank alif, okay, and elongate that last lam, make this into your alif mad, right? So you would say salasila.
Salasila.
Beautiful, well done. Can you do both of those once more for me?
Salasil.
Good, or?
Salasila. Salasila.
Beautiful, well done. So both times you elongate for 2 seconds each. Well done, excellent. So you have the option there of either of those methods, both being correct. Okay, well done, good. Let's move on to the next one. This is again, chapter 76, this time verse number 17. Okay, now here again in the writing, if you're reading it in the Quran, you would see this blank alif, and you would just see that it's there. And in the margin, you would have alif zaida. So you would know that when you are reciting this word, you are not to pronounce the alif. So the way you would recite is qawarira.
Qawarira.
Very good. Once more.
Qawarira.
Very good. Excellent. And so if you were going to pause, you would say qawarir.
Qawarir.
Very good. So in this case, again, you would not pronounce the blank alif in this case. You would put a sukoon on the ra. You would change the fatha into the sukoon, and you would pronounce the ra and not the blank alif. So, qawarir.
Qawarir.
Very good. Excellent. Well done. Okay, so let's just do this last one, which is number 7. So this is an interesting one. There are 41 places in the Holy Quran where the alif and the noon, written like this, with a blank alif after the noon, 41 different places where this noon, this blank alif is not pronounced in continuous reading. So if you are reading continuously and you see this alif and this noon with blank alif afterwards, you will recite it, ana.
Ana.
Very good, well done. However, if there is a waqf, if you have to make a pause or a stop, then you will recite it, ana.
Ana.
Very good, excellent, well done. Now, the important point here, if you can see this little star right here, is this line down here. So all of us, most of us, will know the niyat that we say before we pray salah, before we say our namaz. Okay, this word actually appears in the niyat of namaz, right? Ana. And when we pronounce this, even though it's written with a blank alif, because we are reciting in continuation, we will not elongate that noon and pronounce that blank alif. Okay, so we have wajjahtu wajhiya lillazi fatara as-samawati wa ma ana min al-mushrikeen. So the way it is written is like this, but we do not elongate the noon. So we say this word regularly. All of you who are a little bit older would say this many times in the day. So you need to know that you need to make sure you don't elongate that noon in the intention of prayer, your niyat before you say your prayers. Okay? Jazakumullah G825. Thank you so much for your help. Allah Hafiz.
Jazakallah, Khuda Hafiz.
Allah Hafiz. We could have another student, please.
I request G809 unmute their mic.
G809 was that?
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam. G809, how are you today?
I'm good. How are you?
Alhamdulillah, I'm very well. Are you understanding everything okay?
Yes.
Excellent, good. So a lot of these rules, this is going to come with practice and come with time. Okay, we're not necessarily going to remember these immediately, because when we are doing our recitation of Quran and we have to apply this rule, then we will start to remember. Okay, but it's really, really good to know, and then we can know where we need to check to make sure if we're on this verse, how we need to pronounce the alif in this word. So this is all in preparation for your continuous recitation. Okay, so there are some cases where an alif after a noon, a vowed noon, will be recited in all cases in the following words. So as you can see in these words, so we just had this example of an alif with a noon, with a blank alif afterwards, right? In all of these words here, which we'll practice in a moment, we will recite and elongate the noon because of this alif mad here. Okay, so these are examples of words where we definitely do need to pronounce this blank alif here. Okay, so if we start with Tawuz and Tasmiyah, and then we'll begin here.
Okay. A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Bismillahir rahmanir rahim.
Well done, excellent. So let's start over here. So here we have Anamila.
Anamila.
Well done, excellent. Next one. Anasiya.
Anasiya.
Very good. Anasiya.
Anasiya.
Very good. So you're joining the sin to the ya, siya. You're really pushing on that ya. You're not elongating, but pushing. Siya.
Siya.
Very good. Well done. Anabu.
Anabu.
Very good. Lil anami.
Lil anami.
Liqa'ana.
Liqa'ana.
Very good. Now, is this qaf? Is this one of our thick sounds or thin sound?
thin sound?
This is a thick sound. So what I want you to do is I want you to make your mouth into a round, serious shape. And we say, Li-Qur'ana.
Li-Qur'ana.
Very good. Excellent. Well done. Ja'ana.
Ja'ana.
Very good. So do you want to have a go? 1 second. From the beginning here, from this word?
Okay. Ana Mila.
Okay, make sure you don't elongate the lam at the end. Once more.
Ana Mila.
Very good. Next one.
Ana Sia.
Sia. Well done. Once more.
Ana Sia.
Very good. Well done. Next one.
Ana Bu.
Very good. So you have 2 second elongation here with alif mad and 2 second elongation here with your waw mad. Well done. Once more.
Ana Bu.
Very good. Next one.
Lilla Nami.
Really good effort. Just do the first 2 letters for me.
Lilla.
Lil.
Lil.
Ah. This is an alif. Yeah. Lil. Ah.
Lil A.
Very good. So we say Lil Anami.
Lil Anami.
Excellent. Once more.
Lil Alami.
Anami.
Anami.
Once more from here.
Lilla Anami.
Okay, so there's no extra lam here. It's just 2 lams. There's 1 lam and then you join it to the second lam, which has a sukun on top. Yeah. So we say lil and then alif with a fatha. Lil a.
Lil A.
Lil a nami.
Lil Anami.
Excellent. Well done. Let's move on. Have a go at this one.
Likana.
Okay, so we've got to do this qaf for about 4 seconds. And what's this letter here?
An Ain.
It's a hamza. This is a hamza. Okay, so let's just do these first 3 letters first. So we say liqa'a.
Liqa'a.
Excellent. Now let's add the noon with the alif mat. So for 2 seconds. Liqa'ana.
Liqa'ana.
Very good. So 2 seconds at the end. Let's try this one.
Jala'ana.
Okay, so this is a jim. This is a blank alif. And this is, and you have to do a maddu kabir, which is an extended elongation for about 4 seconds. So we would say ja.
Ja.
Excellent. Then we have a hamza. So we say a.
A.
Ja.
Ja.
Very good. Then we have a noon with an alif mad afterwards. So that's for 2 seconds. Ja'ana.
Ja'ana.
Excellent. Very good effort, G809. Jazakumullah. Thank you so much for your help.
Can my
Allah
brother
Hafiz.
come on?
Sorry?
Can my brother come on?
We'll have to ask discipline in charge if what number?
G808.
Discipline in charge, is it okay to have G808 on?
Yes.
Yes, okay. Assalamu alaikum.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam. How are you?
Good, how are you?
Alhamdulillah, I'm well. Are you understanding everything okay?
Yeah.
Excellent, good. So we're looking at the blank alif, which is not pronounced when continuously reciting. However, if there is a pause at the end of that blank alif, and you need to take a break and a breath, then you would need to recite the blank alif. Okay, it will become an alif madda, right? So the second part of our exercise today is looking specifically at certain examples in the Quran where the alif zaida is not marked with an X in the text of the Holy Quran. Okay, so in many places within the Holy Quran, you will know the alif maida because there'll be a little X or a little round sukoon on top of the alif, so you know not to pronounce it. But there are some spots in the Quran where the alif zaida is not marked with an X. Okay, so we're just going to practice some of those now, right? So if we could start with Tawuz and Tasmiya, and then we'll move.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم.
Good, well done. Okay, so we're going to start from here. I'm going to recite. I want you to have a go. If you need me to break it down, we can break it down. Do it again, okay?
Okay.
So I'll start from here. وَلَا أَنَا عَابِدٌ مَا عَبَدتُّمْ. Can I have a go?
ولا أن أبيد ما أدي بدتم.
Good effort. Let's break it down a little bit. So let's go up to here first. So here, as you can see, there's a little star because we just did that example here. Okay, with this little star, the 41 places where we will not pronounce this alif here. Okay, so we're going to make sure that we don't elongate this noon, right? So we say, wala ana.
ولا أنا
Abidum ma.
عابد ما.
Excellent. So here we have a tanween, which is followed by a mim mushaddad, right? So we don't pronounce a nasal sound, a noon nasal sound, but we need to make a mim gunna sound here. Dumma.
دما.
Very good. Well done. Let's just go to there. Wala ana abidum ma.
ولا أنا عبد ما.
Good. Here we have a blank alif, which is an alif mad. So we do need to elongate this for 2 seconds. Okay. Abidum ma.
عبد ما.
Good. Abattum.
عبدتم.
Very good. Now here you can see the dal with the sukoon, but because the next letter has a shadda on it, we ignore the dal with the sukoon and we join the ba straight to the ta with the shadda. Abattum.
عبدتم.
Excellent. Well done. So I'm going to do it once more. Have another go. Wala ana abidum ma abattum.
ولا أنا عبدتم.
Abidum ma.
عبد ما.
Abidum ma.
عبد ما.
Abattum.
عبدتم.
Very good effort. Let's move on. So you just really need to keep practicing and practicing so that you really get this perfectly, inshallah. Okay, let's move to the next one. فَقَالَ أَنَا رَبُّكُمُ الْأَعْلَى.
فقال
Shall I break it down? Shall I break it down?
I
Yeah.
think I will try.
Okay, go on.
Faka la an ra'an rabbukumul ma'la.
Okay, so let's break it down a little bit. فقال.
Fakala
Okay, this is round mouth, off. فقال
fakala
أنا.
ana
فقال أنا
fakala ana
ربكم الأعلى.
rabbukumul ana ala.
Good effort. Let's break this bit down as well. ربكم.
Rabbukumu.
Very good. Now the meme has to join to this lam. There's a blank alif which we will ignore. ربكم.
Rabbukumul
Ah.
a.
So you have that alif joining to the ain. Sorry, I've got a bit of a bad throat. Ah.
A.
La.
La.
Rabbukumul a'la.
Rabbukumul ala.
A'la.
Ala.
Okay, really good effort. Really good effort. I'm glad you tried to do it by yourself before you went through it with me. Really just need you to practice this. Okay, so just work through, check where you need to elongate, make sure you go really slowly. And this goes for all students. We do not need to rush. We go slowly, break things down, make sure we can say one part clearly, and then add the next part on. And that will really help when you are reading more and more. Okay, so break things down, go really slow. Make sure all the letters are pronounced really clearly, and that will really help you in your long-term recitation. Okay, Jazakumullah G808. Thank you so much for your help. Allah Hafiz.
Tafi.
Allah Hafiz. Assalamu alaikum. Can we have another student, please?
Can I request G705 to unmute their mic?
G705, can you hear me?
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam. Can we start with Tawuz and Tasmiyah? Then we'll begin.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم.
Very good. So I'm going to recite this one, and then you can recite after me. Okay? وعادا وثمود وقد تبين لكم.
وعدا وثمود وقد تبين لكم.
Really good effort. Well done. Okay, what I want you to think about is where you need to elongate. So this is a blank alif with ayn with a fatah. So you need to elongate that for 2 seconds. Okay? Here we have a dal followed by a waw with a shadda. You need to make a nasal sound. Danwa. So wa'adanwa.
وعدا
Wa'a. 2 seconds.
وعدا
Danwa. Wa'adanwa.
وعدا.
Again, 2 seconds here, right? But this red alif, we are not going to pronounce, right? So we say Samuda.
ثمود.
Good. Waqatta. So qaf to the ta. Waqatta bayyana lakum.
وقد تبين لكم.
Okay, so let's try it once more. وعادا وثمود وقد تبين لكم.
وعادا وثمود وقد
Okay, so Samuda, this has to be elongated. Okay, here. Mim with the waw. Samuda.
Samuda
Carry on.
wa katta bayyana lakum.
Very good. Well done. Let's move on to the next one. Ila fir'auna wa mala'ihi faqala.
Ila fir'ana wa malahi faqala.
Really good effort. Again, the red highlighted lam here, you will not pronounce. Okay, so we're not going to, sorry, the red highlighted alif here after the lam. We're not going to elongate there. Short 1 second lam, la. Okay, let's break it down. Ila fir'auna.
Ila fir'auna
Good. Wa mala'ihi faqala.
wa mala'ihi
Wa mala'ihi faqala.
faqala.
Very good. So what you really need to practice on is making sure that your 1 second letters remain 1 second. You don't make them longer, and really look carefully at your 2 second letters. Okay, where you need to elongate for more than 1 second, and just keep practicing that. Okay, Jazakumullah. Thank you so much. G705. Allah Hafiz.
Hafiz.
Can we have another student, please?
I request G821 to unmute their mic.
Assalamu alaikum, G821.
Assalamualaikum.
How are you today?
I'm good, thank you.
Alhamdulillah. Alhamdulillah. Jazakumullah for asking. Can you say Tawuz and Tasmiyah, and then we'll begin?
A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim.
Excellent. So we're going to go through, I'm going to recite. Let me know if you want me to break it down afterwards. We can go through it slowly. Just let me know. The red alif here with the little star in both of these examples, you are not going to pronounce. So this word here, remember, we've been given it here. Okay, so we're going to be doing continuous recitation. We will pronounce this ana. Can you say that?
Ana.
Excellent. And the same for the second example here. Ana.
Ana.
Very good. So let's start here. قل إنما أنا بشر مثلكم.
Kul anna ma anna bashar rumislukum.
Excellent effort. Really, really well done. Let's break it down a little bit. قل إنما.
Kul annama.
قل إنما.
Kul innama.
Excellent. Now we're going to add the next word. قل إنما أنا.
Kul innama ana
Excellent. بشر.
basharun.
Okay, so it's joining directly to the meme with the shadda. Meme mushaddad. Basharum.
Basharum.
Good. And you're making a nasal sound as well for 2 seconds. Basharum mith.
Basharum
Basharum mithlukum.
misakum.
Lukum.
Lukum.
Good, well done. Now this is quite different. These are not easy, these practices that I'm doing with you, because you're reading like 5 or 6 words all together. So it takes practice, it takes time. Okay, and it's fine to break it down and go a little bit slowly. Okay, let's try the next one. وأنا أول المسلمين.
وأنا أو أو
أول
أول المسلمين.
Very good. Excellent. Well done. Let's do it once more. وأنا
وأنا
أول
وأنا أول
وأنا أول
وأول
وأنا أول
وأول وأنا
Good. وأنا. Well done. وأنا
وأنا
أول المسلمين.
مسلمين.
Excellent. Really good effort. So again, like I said before, and like I'm saying to all the students, break it down. Break it down into chunks, break it down into sections, and then pull it all back together at the end and practice it in small parts, because that will really, really help in the long run. Okay, Jazakumullah G821. Thank you so much for your help. Allah Hafiz. Excellent. Really, really good practice today, mashallah, students. Well done. We're going to go on to our Quran reading. So in today's lesson, we are still looking at part number 30. Which has the sort of some of these smaller surahs. Today's chapter is chapter number 108. If you remember, there are 414 chapters in the Holy Quran. It has 7 verses. The Holy Quran has 6,348 verses in total. It has 1 ruku, and there are a total of 558 rukus. And the order of revelation means it was number 15th to be revealed. And today's surah is Surah Al-Kawthar, and it was revealed in Mecca. It is a Meccan surah, okay? And it is a very short surah. I think the verses here have been done incorrectly. It just has 4 verses, not 7, just the 4 verses, okay? So we are just going to recite. Many of you, I know, already know this, but I would really, really want you to read and not recite from memory, because when you read, you can really understand all the different rules. Okay, so I'm going to recite it once, and then we'll have a student on the mic. Okay. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. إنا أعطيناك الكوثر فصل لربك وانحر إن شانئك هو الأبتر. Okay, so if we can have another student on the mic, please.
Can I request G853 to unmute their mic?
Assalamu alaikum, G853.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam. How are you?
Alhamdulillah.
Excellent, good. So if we start with Tawuz, and then we begin.
Okay. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم.
Very good. So I'm going to recite 1 verse at a time. I just need you to follow.
Okay.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم.
إنا أعطيناك الكوثر.
إنا أعطيناك الكوثر.
Very good. How long do we recite with this mother here?
46 seconds.
Okay, so this is at least three to 5 seconds. Okay, so in, and then we have a nasal sound here for Nun Guna. Inna.
Inna
Good. A'tainakal kawthar.
a'tainakal kawthar.
Very good. Fasolli.
Fasolli
Fasolli li rabbika wanhar.
Fasalli li rabbika wanhar.
Inna shani'aka huwal abtar.
Inna shani'aka huwal abtar.
Very good. Make sure you don't elongate any of these simple strokes, the 1 second strokes. Okay, let's try that once more. Remember to hold on this noon for 2 seconds. This is a noon gunna. Inna shani'aka huwal abtar.
Inna shani'aka huwal abtar.
Much better. Well done. Excellent. So just really focus and make sure that you only elongate when there is either a letter of elongation or ishbaya like this, or if you have one of the extended elongations. Okay. Other than that, excuse me, unless you have like a nasal sound you need to make, but you just need to be really mindful and careful not to elongate on those simple strokes. Okay, really lovely recitation. Well done, G853. Jazakumullah. Thank you for your help.
Jazakallah khairan.
Can we have another student, please?
I request G830 to unmute their mic.
Assalamu alaikum, G830.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam. How are you today?
Good, how are you?
Alhamdulillah. Jazakumullah for asking. So can we start with Tawuz and Tasmiyah?
Okay. A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim.
Good. So you want to have a go and try and then stop at the end of the verse if I need to correct anything. Okay? You can start from here.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Inna a'tainakal kawthar.
Okay, and stop there for a second. Stop there. So here we have an extended elongation. Okay, and we have a noon guna, so we have to hold that. Inna. Very good. A'tainakal kawthar.
A'tainakal kawthar.
Good. How long do we say this for?
2 seconds.
Okay, so try once more from the beginning. Got 3 seconds here, plus you have your noon guna, so that's another 2 seconds. Okay, and then you have 2 seconds. Inna, you have to hold on the nasal sound.
Inna a'tainakal kawthar.
Kal kawthar. Well done. Good. Excellent. Much better. Next one. Try.
Fasalli li rabbika wanhar.
Very good. So here you have a shadda here and a shadda here. I want you to really push down and harden. Okay. So what that means is fasolli, pushing down on the lam. Li rabbika, really emphasizing the bar there. Okay. Wanhar. Fasolli li rabbika wanhar.
Fasalli li rabbika wanhar.
Excellent. Really good. Next one.
Inna shani'aka huwal abtar.
Very good. Inna, again, nasal sound.
Inna
Very good. Inna shani'aka huwal abtar.
inna shani'aka huwal abtar.
Good, well done. So make sure you're elongating when you have the letters of mud. Okay, really good, well done. Jazakumullah G830. Thank you for your help.
Jazakallah.
Hafiz. Can we have another student, please?
Can I request G796 to unmute their mic?
Assalamu alaikum G796.
Assalamualaikum.
How are you today?
Good, how are you?
Alhamdulillah. Alhamdulillah. So if we start with Tawud and Tasmiyah, and then we'll go through and I will stop you at the end of each verse, okay?
Okay. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم إنا أعطيناك الكوثر.
Very good. Well done. So here again, hold on the noon for 2 seconds, nasal sound. Inna.
Inna.
Very good. So you have to hold in, make a nasal sound. You should feel the air coming down your nose pipe. Inna a'tainakal kawthar.
إنا أعطيناك الكوثر
Carry on.
فصل لربك وانهر.
Very good. So really emphasizing on those shadda letters. Carry on.
إن شأنك هو الأبتر.
Okay. So how many seconds is this?
2.
2 seconds. Well done. You don't have to elongate after the noon, but you have to hold on the noon for 2 seconds. Inna shani'aka huwal abtar.
إن شأنك
Inna.
إن
Very good. So you're holding on the noon. Inna shani'aka. Once more.
إن شأنك هو الأبتر.
Very, very good. Well done. Much better. So again, for all students, this is a noon gunna. There's a noon with a shadda. You have to hold on that and make a nasal sound for 2 seconds on the noon. You don't elongate afterwards with the fatha, but you hold on the noon. Okay, Jazakumullah, really lovely recitation. Thank you so much for your help, G796. Allah Hafiz.
Hafiz.
Okay, very, very good, mashallah, students. It was a short surah today. You did really, really well. Just quickly, let's go over the homework. So in today's lesson, you have been practicing exercise 22.3, which is on page 90. Okay, so please do that practice at home. Listen to Surah Al-Kawthar as well at home. You've got the app there, which you can go into and have a listen of that for your homework today. Okay, Jazakumullah. Can we have our final student, please, for our final prayer?
I request G850 to unmute their mic.
Assalamu alaikum, G850.
Assalamualaikum.
Wa alaikum salam. So if we start with Tabuz and Tasmiyah, and then we'll do our final dua.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم
اللهم ارحمني بالقرآن العظيم.
اللهم ارحمني بالقرآن العظيم
واجعله لي إماما ونورا وهدى ورحمة.
واجعله لي إماما ونورا وهدى ورحمة.
Jazakumullah to all the students, and inshallah we will see you all again tomorrow. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.